Okay, bro. So let's dig into the quarterbacks in the draft. Right?
It's my favorite topic, man. I love this.
All right. So
I like these quarterbacks too.
All right. So I sat down and I watched Trask. I watched him, bro. Who he reminds me of?
Tell me.
There's a quarterback back in the day who won multiple national championships. He had Willis McGahee, then he had Frank Gore.
Oh, you mean Ken Dorsey?
Yes. Nothing special. He has some good weapons around him, but nothing
Trask
special.
Does have a good tight end. He does have a Jeremy Shockey level tight end.
He's probably the best tight end in the nation. Besides,
he might go ahead of Trask. Might go ahead of Trask. Yeah,
he might. Right.
Hey.
So it's crazy.
Okay.
All right. I mean,
that's a fair point.
Good.
I actually like Trask, and I like Zach Wilson too. I like Trey Lance. I love Trevor Lawrence. Only guy that I question is Fields, and not because of who he is or his athleticism.
That Indiana
it's just
defense,
Ohio State thing, man. He made he should have went anywhere else.
Hey,
they don't prepare you for the NFL.
They don't. That. It's DBU. It's defensive NU. It's running back.
Or the running backs.
It's not quarterback U. It's most definitely, bro. And the thing about Fields is what I seen yesterday is when he plays and he gets challenged, he starts to unwind a little bit.
Right.
He starts to make bad decisions.
He's never going to be challenged in the Big Ten it's like playing Madden on rookie. It's so easy to be a quarterback at Ohio State. You're in the Big Ten. You have all your weapons are better than the people that are guarding them.
Yep.
It's just easy.
Yep. And Indiana gave him problems. He was sacked multiple times. He threw 3 interceptions. He had two interceptions in the first half. And he's a little bit of a showboater, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's cool. He's a little bit of a showboater, but it's like, bro, you're having a really bad game and you're celebrating after you run in a touchdown. It's just like, I don't. Jeff Fields, he might need to stay, as long as possible. You know what I mean? If he comes out next year, it's going to be tough on that kid, man.
He's the only one I question. The other 4, I like all of them. And we don't need to talk about Trevor Lawrence. He's just not in the discussion.
Right.
But should we talk Trask first or Zach? Let's talk Trask.
All right. So, because you did a huge scouting report on Trask. So
I could be wrong. I mean, scouting quarterbacks is really hard. But what I like about Trask is that, to me, he has the highest floor of the quarterbacks. Right. He's in the SEC, and he's not at Alabama, which means he's at a good school, and he's got Pitts, but he's not at a powerhouse. Like, he's in a very competitive conference. And what you see is, look at the pockets he's in. They're not super clean like Justin.
They're not. I will give you that. He does make stuff happen.
I like that. He has experience in NFL-style pockets. Right. He keeps his eyes downfield when he's under pressure. He takes hits. He's tough. Those are all translatable traits. Toughness. Like, a lot of guys can throw a good ball. Jared Goff. No one throws a better ball than Jared Goff, but he not
has
tough.
A beautiful arm. He does. He does.
But he's not tough in that cap. Like, anytime he's under pressure, it's like, well, who cares about his arm? Trask isn't like that. Also, I think he is smart. I think he does a lot of work before the snap and reads a defense pretty well. He doesn't have the strongest arm, but it's not weak and accurate. Exactly. So he may not be Kyler Murray. He may never be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, but I think his floor is super high, and you can see him do a lot of NFL things right now.
So basically, you're saying that this kid has the intangibles of a starting NFL quarterback in the future. He might not jump off the screen. There's a few throws that he made. I was like, that was a pretty good throw, right?
Very accurate, dude.
Under pressure, right?
Very accurate under pressure. Dude, he reminds me of Ben a little bit. I mean, he's mobile enough.
Okay, yeah.
He wants to hang in the pocket, instant throw down.
Right.
He's not going to be an all-time great. And I'm not saying this kid's going to be an all-time great, but that's the style.
Yeah. And you know what? I didn't realize how big that kid is. Kyle Trask is huge. He's big,
he's under center. He does play action. He could start right away for this team. On the Niners, I think he'd be great. On another team, I don't know.
Right.
But on the Niners, I think
with this type of offense, All right. Let's talk about Trey Lance. He's the only person I haven't gotten to see. I haven't got to see him play in a live game yet.
He doesn't play much. He's shut himself down. He's only started 13 games since high school.
So basically, so he's not playing anymore this season. He shut himself down.
Yeah, he's getting ready for the draft. All right, dude. So he's a one-year wonder. He played at North Dakota State. Hell of an athlete. I like him. I just don't know if he can start right away in the NFL. He might have to sit on the bench for a while.
And that's kind of scary. I mean, they produced Carson Wentz, but Carson Wentz won like two national championships back to back, and I think it's a Division I AA, right? They won. He went back to back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like he does. He has some specialness to him now, right?
Nice.
And,
I like him.
And like we said before, Division I AA or the D2, don't get it messed up. There's some guys who are really good over there. They just didn't have high enough SATs or the grades, or they had some character issues. But there's some really good ballers over there. Right?
I think it's actually even better to have a kid from a small school than Ohio State, because his weapons aren't great. He's not going up against great defenses, but his run game isn't special. His offensive line isn't special. His receivers aren't special. It's kind of even the playing field.
Yeah. I mean, look at you just said Big Ben, bro. What was he? Miami of Ohio?
Miami of Ohio. Yes.
Who would ever thought? You know what I mean?
And that prepared him better for the NFL than Ohio State would have.
Right. It is.
You know what I'm saying? He had to be under pressure. He had to take hits. He had to throw into coverage. Yeah. So I like Trey Lance. My question with him just is experience. I think quarterback is a position of reps. The more reps you get, the better you are. And he hasn't had them. So he might have to sit on the bench for half a season or a season, but that's still not a reason not to take him. If you think he can be special, Kyle has a 6-year contract. Take your time.
Hey, bro, Noah Johnson. I might have to invite you on the show. It sounds like you have a lot.
Oh, wow.
6 FCS quarterbacks drafted in the first round since 1978 have been to 5 Super Bowls and won 4.
Can you name them? I'd like to know.
Hey, that is a great.
It's a great stat.
Hit me on Twitter, man. That is a great stat.
I like Trey Lance. If the Niners take Trey Lance, A+. If they take Zach Wilson, A+.
All right, let's talk
A+.
Let's talk about Zach.
Let's talk about Zach. Zach is the most fun of them to watch. Zach moves and plays like Patrick Mahomes.
Bro,
he makes those. He played a little bit like Aaron Rodgers too. The snap throws downfield, so easy.
Bro,
like Aaron Rodgers,
dude. Bro, did you see that ball where he evaded the pocket, ran to the left, set up, threw it, and dropped it right over? I mean, the ball was like this over the cornerback's head into the
He's a special athlete, man. I like him, but he's not Kyler Murray, so he's not on that spectrum.
He's not.
He's very good,
but he probably run a 4. I think he run a 4.4. So he really? Close. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I love this kid.
Yeah.
The only reason that I would currently rate Trask ahead of him is that Trask is a better athlete because
he's in a better conference. That's true.
It's just that I have fewer questions. I can see Trask do more things that are NFL. Like with Wilson, he doesn't face a lot of pressure, and that's not his fault.
That's true. Not
his fault. So my question is, you can't really gauge his toughness. He may be tough, but it's hard to gauge it. It's just hard to see. And then the other thing is his style of play, the way he runs around. Can he pull it off in the NFL? Because if not, he's going to get hurt.
Right.
So those are my only questions: toughness and durability. If he can check those boxes, he's going to be a Pro Bowler. Love that.
Yeah, bro. He's the kid. You know, it's. I don't want to sound like a homer, but when you watch him, you enjoy it. It's fun.
It's fun.
It brings fun back to the game, bro. It's like, he's doing something that's out of the norm. He's making passes across his body, looking like Patrick Mahomes.
He's having fun. He's having fun,
bro.
And that was Steve Young. For the older Niner fans, people like us who grew up rooting for the Niners in the 90s, we love Steve Young because he was like Steph Curry. He always had the smile on his face. He was enjoying himself and making football seem like it was not the brutal sport that it is.
Exactly.
Very few people enjoy football like that anymore.
Yep.
Zach Wilson does. I like that kid.
He does, man.
But I have a feeling he's going to end up being the Niners may not have a chance to get Trask or those guys could both go top 5. And it may be Lance and Field who drop.
I mean, okay, so all right, bro. So can you share your screen?
Yeah.
All right, so share your screen, bro, and go to let's just go to the NFL.
I can. Oh, yes, I can. Hold on. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to the NFL standings, right? And let's go to every division and no every conference, and let's see the bottom 2 teams, and let's see which of those teams already have quarterbacks, right?
All right.
You know what I mean? Because maybe if we do that, we could give ourselves a chance to see where we're at currently, and if not, the guy that we really want, who could we possibly get?
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Let's
And everybody out there, I know you guys here bubbling right now. I have the pleasure of having a lovely woman wake up and cook me breakfast.
Oh wow.
And we're bubbling our potatoes right now, and we're gonna make hash browns. So if you guys hear the bubbling in the background, don't worry about it. It's just potatoes.
Dre had a good night, everyone. All right, there we go. All right. So what are we looking at here? This is the NFC, and we want to see the teams that are at the worst teams who might be drafted.
Let's see the worst teams in with records that's same or worse than ours, and see if they have a quarterback.
So here we are. The Niners are 4-6 in the NFC. You got the Eagles. Don't know what they're gonna do. There's rumblings that they might try to get rid of Wentz.
Bro, they got Carson and Jalen Hurts, bro.
You're right.
Yeah.
The Falcons.
They
might get rid of Ryan, but that depends on what coach they get. And that's tough. It's tough to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe in a couple of years. Panthers, no.
Nope.
Giants,
nope. Cowboys, nope. Dak.
Yeah.
Gary's gonna pay him. So out of all see, that's what I'm saying, right?
Although actually, I don't know about Washington. Washington's a wild card. They don't like Haskins. That's clear.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like we do. If you look at the teams,
let's look at AFC though. Let's look at AFC.
Right.
The Patriots 4-5. Yes,
they need a quarterback. So that's two teams: the Washington football team and the Patriots that need quarterbacks for sure. Okay, let's keep going.
Now, Denver is no.
I like Drew Lock. He just can't stay healthy.
I like Drew Lock too. The Bengals no, Texans no, Chargers no, Jags yes, Jets. Jets yes.
So maybe 4 teams.
Take a guy and trade Darnold.
Right. So including us. Four teams, 4 to 5 teams, right? Yep. So it's just like when everybody says, "Oh, we don't have a chance at those guys." Actually, we have a really good chance to get one of those top 4 quarterbacks, bro. We're in the running to get one of those guys, right? Yeah. And so I just wanted to thanks for sharing your screen, bro, and doing that because everybody can see just because all of those teams are picking so low and they have bad records, most of those teams have quarterbacks already.
Yes.
Right? Yes. They have invested in the position, right? Yeah. And with Darnold, I just think Adam Gase. Once they get him out of there, I think things will possibly change, right? And have the weapons that he needs around him.
That's true. My thing with the Niners is they have to decide whether they're going to fall in love with one quarterback in particular or be patient and let someone fall to them. And I don't know what the right answer is. A lot of times people have success going and getting their guy, but the Niners have other needs. They need a big cornerback who can match up with Hopkins and Metcalf. They need offensive linemen. They may need an edge rusher. I don't know if they can afford to necessarily trade up. Maybe the best move is just it depends on what pick they have ultimately. If they have 15, maybe they just wait there and take whoever falls. Unless it's Fields. You can't, no.
I you know what, bro? Justin Fields has special traits.
Yes,
the kid is special. Yes. I watched him on Netflix. There's a series called what is it? Friday Night Lights or QB1. If you guys go to Netflix, you can watch the series QB1 and Justin Fields is on there, and that's how I knew about it before. He was like the wonder kid, you know what I mean?
He was a legend.
Yeah, exactly. He's special, right? But is he NFL ready? No.
That's the whole point. He's not NFL ready, and it's Ohio State's fault. And I guess it's his fault for
hey, bro.
Go on there. If he had just stayed at Georgia, he'd be fine.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know why he did that.
I mean, neither, bro. I don't, the transfer portal is crazy, and you're seeing it more and more often these days. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why he left. Georgia, you're going to be ready for the NFL.
Leave Ohio State. That's the best thing Joe Burrow ever did.
Right. Yeah, that's true, bro. Yeah, man. So for all the people out there saying that we don't have a chance at those guys, we pretty much
they're going to get one of those guys. Yeah. And maybe Trey Lance, but even if it is, you got to pull the trigger on that.
Yeah,
I'd rather have Trey Lance in his 13 college starts than any of these quarterbacks who are 25, 30 million. I just think you don't have to spend that kind of money.
You don't have to spend that kind of money. Yeah. And bro, you kept on telling me, what is it? Teams that have a quarterback, teams don't win Super Bowls that have a quarterback with a salary of 13% of, is it over 13%?
Over 13. The only team that's ever done it is the 94 Niners. So really, you're better off staying below 10. If you're above 10, you better have Peyton Manning in his freaking prime. And even if you do, nothing's guaranteed.
Right. It's really not. Yeah, that's true, bro. Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. Unless you have, if you have a quarterback that you think might be the greatest quarterback of all time, keep him.
Right.
Otherwise, keep drafting guys, man. I look at the quarterback position like the running back position. Both are important, but both now have like an abundance of talent across the nation. It didn't used to be that way at quarterback. 10 years ago, there were like 10 good quarterbacks in the world. And if you didn't have one of them, you had no chance. Now, I mean, Taysom Hill is competing today, and that guy can't even throw.
Right.
Is he not competing? When we started, he was competing. Is that game still competitive? Let me look. I mean, he didn't look that great. They're winning.
Right.
He's gonna win today. Oh yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, bro. It's
Meanwhile, the guy who's making $40 million has a quarterback rating of 57. So to me, it's a team sport. Quarterback's important, but just throwing money at one player doesn't guarantee you anything in the NFL.